I'm sure they're here to support you on the new.
Everybody, thank you.
So the first order of business, I'd like to just state the Open Public Meetings Notice. Pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act, notice of this meeting, its date, time, and place have been delivered to the post office, municipal building, and the record, and posted on the district's website at least 48 hours prior to the time of this meeting. Now, if everyone could rise for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The next item of business is reading the certified election results. We had, there were 2 open seats. However, there was only one candidate, Mr. Langley, that submitted a petition, and that was certified by the county. As far as the total votes that Eric Langley received, 2,576. This is a unique situation because we had 2 open seats. So what will happen now is the other seat will be filled through an appointment process by the board. The next, we'll do the oath. There should be a copy. And then if you want, we'll come up.
Okay, I'm ready.
And then the camera, I believe, is facing
Oh,
this way.
sure.
Yep. So you could just, if you raise your right hand,
Yep.
repeat after me. I, Eric Langley,
I, Eric Langley,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
one sec, that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and this state
and this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
so help me God.
so help me God.
I, Eric Langley,
I, Eric Langley,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I possess the qualifications prescribed by law
that I possess the qualifications prescribed by law
for the office of member of a Board of Education,
for the office of member of a Board of Education,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties of that office
perform all the duties of that office
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations on your
Thank you.
3-year term.
Thank you.
The next order of business is just going over all the terms of all the board members. We made one change. The terms are actually reflective as of January, not to confuse everyone from, I think, the previous reorganization meeting. So Ms. Brown, your term is January 2027, which is the reorg meeting, technically when it ends.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Ms. D'Alessandro, it's January 2028. Miguel Frias is the reorg meeting in January 2028. Mr. Cohen, it's the reorg January 2027. Mr. Langley, January 2029. And Mr. Sim, January 2028. And we have,
You will run, even since it's a vacant 3-year term, and what
Yep.
the changes with the election.
yeah, so as I stated, so the board, it's through an application process. Any member that has any desire or interest in filling that seat, it's for a 1-year term, even though it's a 3-year. The overall term is 3 years. You can only fill it through an application process for 1 year to the next November election. It will go on the next ballot, and then whoever the board chooses to appoint, that person will fill that seat for the remaining of the calendar year 2026 to the next reorg.
It creates a vacant spot on the ballot for next year. That person will be elected for the 2 remaining years of the term.
Yep.
I just wanted to make sure everyone got that. Okay.
All right. Next order of business, we'll do the roll call of the new board members. Ms. Brown,
Here.
Ms. D'Alessandro,
Here.
Mr. Frias,
Here.
Mr. Cohen,
Here.
Mr. Sim,
Here.
and Mr. Langley. We have a quorum, so we can continue with the meeting. Next order of business is the nomination of the board president.
I'd like to nominate Eric Langley for board president.
Second.
The nomination doesn't need a second.
So just, to clarify,
I'll second anyway. My
Thank you.
support
I
of
appreciate
Mr.
that.
Langley.
Thank you.
yeah, so to clarify, like Mr.
Double.
Sim said, we just need a nomination. If there's any other nominations, you guys could keep nominating. Once nominations are closed, then we'll do roll call in that order that they were nominated. So are there any other nominations for board president? No. Seeing none, we'll close nominations. So now I'll have a roll call for Mr. Langley as board president. Ms. Brown?
Yes.
Ms. D'Alessandro?
Yes.
Mr. Frias?
Yes.
Mr. Cohen?
Yes.
Mr. Sim?
Yes.
And Mr. Langley?
Yes.
Congratulations on becoming president. I'll turn it over to you, and you could assume the chair.
Oh, great. Thank you very much. We will take nominations for vice president, please.
I nominate Josh Klein for vice president.
Cohen? Joshua
Josh
Cohen?
Cohen, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Thought you were not, I'm sorry.
Go by my name.
Josh K. So the nominations for Joshua Cohen for vice president. Are there any other nominations? No? All right, we'll close nominations. Can I get a roll call vote for vice president?
Ms. Brown?
Yes.
Ms. D'Alessandro?
Yes.
Mr. Frias?
Yes.
Mr. Cohen?
Yes.
Mr. Sim?
Yes.
And President Langley?
Yes.
Congratulations, Vice President Cohen.
All right, we'll move on to the your recognition. There's several recognitions.
Separate recognitions.
Yes.
Yes,
Great.
lots of recognitions.
Yep.
Thank you, sir. Each year, we take a moment to recognize the colleagues who demonstrate unwavering commitment to cultivating excellence, fostering student growth, and strengthening our district's mission of building brighter futures. These employees stood out during the nomination and review process, having met or exceeded the expectations detailed in the 5 elements of the New Jersey Department of Education Governor's Teacher and Educational Support Professional of the Year criteria. The 5 elements are highly effective instructional practice or service, innovation and leadership, the ability to inspire and support students, collaboration with colleagues, deep respect within the school community. We're proud to celebrate the colleagues listed, well, that I'll name in a few minutes here, for their dedication to our students and professional excellence. This educator is an exceptional teacher whose command of the classroom is built on a foundation of purposeful, data-informed instruction. Her effectiveness is clearly observed in her daily practice. She utilizes formative assessments and daily observations to orchestrate targeted small group instruction, ensuring every learner receives the appropriate challenge. She is widely recognized as a leader in her grade level, constantly adapting her methods to meet the needs of an ever-changing academic landscape. Her impact is documented not just in academic growth, but in the specific life-changing programs she creates. In each of the 9 nominations she received for this award, colleagues and parents alike noted her above and beyond dedication, specifically citing her leadership in the performing arts. She taught music classes during summer school and introduced theater to the district, personally directing student performances that brought the community together. Furthermore, her ability to serve as a cultural bridge is invaluable. She uses her Korean language skills to welcome families and hosts friendly lunches to actively teach social skills to students who need extra support. The authority of her teaching style is evident in the profound trust she builds. Students feel so safe and inspired that they are known to pretend to be her home, teaching their dolls the same kindness that she structures and models at school. She is described as a rare, one-of-a-kind educator whose roots for her students long after they leave her classroom. This educator holds a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology with Latin honors from Rutgers University and a master's degree in special education, also from Rutgers. A dedicated professional who pours her heart into her work. We are proud to announce the 2026 Cherry Hill School Teacher of the Year is Bianca Kim. Congratulations. That's yours. That's what I just stuttered through.
Thank you.
Okay. Did you do a picture?
I don't know.
Over here. Move back.
A little bit.
Is that better? Okay. You should be in the middle. And I should button this. Oh, and a student's here. Come here. Okay. I don't know who's taking the picture. Over there? Yeah. Wherever you like. All right. Great. Oh, want to do one more? Want to do one more? All right.
Oh, yes. Me too.
Whatever you'd like. Sure, go ahead. Yes.
I wanted to express some gratitude. Thank you. Okay. Good evening, members of the Board of Education, administrators, colleagues, families, and students. I'm truly honored and still a little shocked to be standing here tonight as Cherry Hill Schools Teacher of the Year. First, I'd like to say thank you to River Edge Board of Education, Dr. Bernice, and Mrs. Heitman for this honor and for always supporting our teachers. Thank you to my amazing colleagues, especially my kindergarten team, who makes, sorry. My kindergarten team, who makes even the hardest days feel manageable and the best days even better. And thank you to my aunt and my cousin Jenna for being here tonight. I wouldn't be here without you, and having you here means more than you know. Okay, I need to calm down. My journey to this moment began very far from Cherry Hill School. I was raised in Korea by my grandmother, and when I was 11 years old, I was sent to America. I didn't speak a word of English. I knew only how to say hi, and that was pretty much it. I was scared, anxious, and overwhelmed, and that's where my aunt stepped in. My aunt took me in and raised me as one of her own through high school. And I truly would not be here without her love and sacrifice. My cousin Jenna is also here with me tonight, who was a huge support when I first arrived. She was my personal translator when I started 5th grade, helping me understand school, homework, and pretty much everything else. And this was before translation apps or iPads, so I carried a dictionary everywhere I went. In middle school, I had an ESL teacher, Mrs. Baglio, who was patient, gentle, and made me feel safe when I felt completely out of place. With her, I slowly began to open up, and in just 2 years, I exited ESL and was suddenly on my own. It still amazes me that I'm standing here tonight giving a speech when I once couldn't say anything beyond hi, and now I teach the foundational skills of English to kindergartners. Growing up, I loved singing, dancing, and performing, and I also loved teaching my friends Korean words or dance routines. I didn't really know what I wanted to do after high school, but teaching always felt natural. At one point, I even thought maybe I'd become a middle school math teacher since math was my favorite subject. But then I started student teaching a kindergarten classroom, and I was very nervous at first, but I quickly fell in love. And after a year of student teaching, I knew kindergarten was exactly where I wanted to be. When I started looking for jobs, I focused on Bergen County, especially districts with large Korean population, because I hoped I could support students who are learning English for the first time or families who had just moved to America, just like I once had. Then one day, I got a call from Lisa Di Costanzo saying I had an interview at Cherry Hill School. I remember thinking, did I accidentally apply to school in Cherry Hill, New Jersey? I was very confused until I realized Cherry Hill was a school name and the town was River Edge. I didn't have a car at the time, so I took a train from my university all the way to River Edge train station and walked to Cherry Hill School in a thick blazer in a hot sun, sweating the entire way. When I walked into the office and sat down, I noticed teachers and students coming in and out, smiling, joking, and clearly enjoying being there. My very first impression of Cherry Hill School was that it felt warm and welcoming. Mrs. Heitman, busy as always, came running in to interview me. Even though I had applied for an upper grade position, after reading my resume and seeing that I had student taught in kindergarten, she decided to offer me a demo lesson in kindergarten class that was soon to open up. She didn't ask me many questions except one. You live in Parsippany, is that a far commute? And I immediately said, I'll move here if I get this position. The interview lasted about 10 minutes, so I like to joke that Mrs. Hyman must have been that sure about me. She still jokes to me that she can picture me teaching math in the upper grades, and I still pray every day that she never moves me. My goal is to retire in this kindergarten classroom. After the interview, I went home and Googled Cherry Hill School and found a picture of the kindergarten team on Christine Moran's Twitter page. I remember thinking, I want to be part of this team and I'm going to make it happen. Then came the demo lesson, the follow-up interview, and a very hard question from Dr. Bendove, who was our superintendent at the time, that completely panicked me. I don't remember what the question was, but I remember looking at Dr. Bendove in the eyes and saying, I'm sorry, I honestly don't know how to answer that question, and I left that day convinced that I didn't get the job. But on the morning of my master's graduation, I got a call from the board office. Dr. Bendove offered me the position, and that's where my Cherry Hill story began. 7 years later, I'm still in kindergarten, still exactly where I want to be. I've been able to support so many students and families, including those who needed translation or just someone who understood their journey. My first year of teaching was incredible, and then COVID hit. I never even got to finish that year, juggling hybrid schedules and trying not to cry daily. But my team stuck together and we survived because of each other. Although many of the teachers I started with have moved on, I am forever grateful to them. And now with my current team, I get to pass on the same support and courage that was once given to me. I truly have the most amazing team, and I hope you don't separate us anytime soon. Finally, I want to share this. When I decided to become a teacher, many people doubted me. They said, but you're too shy, you don't talk, how are you going to be a teacher? And tonight, standing here, I'm proud to say I proved them wrong. Thank you for believing in me and supporting me and allowing me to do the work I love every single day. Cherry Hill School is my home, and I'm so grateful to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Bianca. This next educator is a dedicated and inspiring professional who has demonstrated a long-standing, unwavering commitment to the students of River Edge. Her reputation for excellence is not a recent development, but a sustained standard of her career. As far back as 2011, observations of her classroom noted her lessons were well executed, specifically highlighting her impressive ability to help first graders begin making connections to their reading. That historical foundation of literacy expertise has only grown stronger. Today she's a model of professional growth, holding multiple certifications in reading and special education. She adapts her teaching methods with patience and structure, using multisensory approaches that all ensure students feel included and successful. Her classroom remains a haven where students feel safe to grow, built on trusting relationships, clear communication, and empathy. Her passion for teaching is evident in the energy and preparation she brings to her work every day, whether facilitating a lesson or collaborating with staff to build camaraderie. She is recognized for her genuine care. Her respect for her colleagues and her decades-long dedication to student success set her apart as an exceptional educator. This educator is a graduate of Immaculate Heart Academy, where I once was a teacher, and holds a Bachelor of Arts in Human Relations with a criminal justice minor from PACE, and she has earned a certificate in special education from William Patterson University, where I was also on staff, and a certificate program in multisensory reading from Fairleigh Dickinson University, where I've never taught. We are fortunate to have such a committed expert on our team. It is an honor to recognize the 2026 Roosevelt School Teacher of the Year, Kelly McCabe. It's also important to note it didn't make the last draft, but this is the 4th time you've been nominated for this, according to and so congratulations on making it over the finish line. You're welcome. Here, that's that thing, and then here's your thing, pictures. And then over here, you got that, Denise? I got it. Okay, thank you.
I'm truly honored and deeply grateful to receive this award. I'm truly honored and deeply grateful to receive this award. I want to thank my students who inspire me every single day with their resilience, growth, and determination. To the parents for trusting me with their children and being such important partners in the journeys. To my colleagues, past and present, thank you for your support, collaboration, and encouragement. I would not be the teacher I am today without you all. I also want to thank the paraprofessionals that I've had the privilege of working with over the years. Your dedication, support, and teamwork have made a world of difference for both me and our students. To our administration, thank you, Nick, Denise, and our superintendent, Dr. Bernice, thank you for believing in me and supporting special education and the work that we do every day. From the bottom of my heart, I truly love teaching and what I do. Working in the resource room has been one of the greatest privileges of my life. This recognition means more to me than I can put into words, and I will treasure it always. Thank you for this honor and for being such an important part in my journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly. This professional is the definition of dedication, combining decades of experience with a deep, intuitive understanding of student needs. Her legacy of quality is documented as far back as 1990, where an observation commended her for carefully planning a lesson that mixed hands-on and paper activities and encouraged discovery and peer interaction. That early praise for establishing a supportive environment has become the hallmark of her career. Today, as a learning disabilities teacher consultant, she is as fastidious about her work, viewing testing not just as a formality, but as a mission to understand the whole child. She's often described as, quote, a teacher who teaches teachers, sharing her expertise to help homeroom teachers and paraprofessionals better understand learners' needs. Her cat-like ability to sense when a child needs help, whether it's tying a shoe, offering a tissue, or providing a word of encouragement, remains as sharp as ever. Despite the serious nature of her role, she engages children with joy, known for playing Simon Says in the lunchroom. I didn't know you did that. And ensuring every child feels seen. She is a problem solver, a mentor, and a role model who connects the dots between students, parents, and administration with grace and intellect. This educator holds a Bachelor of Arts from Beaver College, now known as Arcadia University, and a Master of Education from William Patterson College, now University. She holds state certificates as a reading specialist, learning disabilities teacher consultant, nursery school teacher, elementary school teacher, and teacher of the handicap. In 1998, she was the Teacher of the Year in River Edge. In his letter, Dr. Beyersdorfer asserted that the county committee made a mistake in not selecting her as the County Teacher of the Year. That was entertaining to read. For her lifetime of service and her unwavering advocacy for every child, earned her a nomination this year for we are proud to name the 2026 district Educational Support Professional of the Year, Abigail Burns Patterson. We didn't make the mistake this year. We figured it out. Here's that,
Thank you,
and this,
thank you.
and pictures. All right, kids. Good? We're good? All right, we're good. Thank you so much. Congratulations. That concludes my report.
Thank you.
You got it?
I'm going to look in this direction because many of the people that I want to thank are over here, to be very honest with you. Because to be an LD is challenging, and I have to say, of all the jobs I've had in River Edge especially, it's the most challenging I've ever had. And without the support of the teachers who so blessedly will give up their preps for me and smile every time I send them a meeting invite, I thank you so much, you have no idea. And to the administrators who get what kids really need, that's, I think, key in our district. And to the board members, thank you for volunteering. You give endless hours, don't always make decisions we like. However, it's not a popular position, but you do it with grace, you really do. So I want to thank you for that as well. But again, teachers, you're amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, well, everyone is certainly welcome to stick around, although you don't need to. If you want to go, you can go, although it's going to be pretty quick, but we can give everybody 5 minutes if they want to scuttle out of here. It's all right, you're not hurting our feelings, I promise. Yeah.
Good night, folks. Good night, folks.
Good night. Okay.
I'm shocked that no one chose to stay.
That's bizarre. Are there any, well, let's move on to public comments on agenda items.
Should have encouraged them a little bit more.
Seeing as how there are no comments, we'll move on to items to be acted upon. Can I have a motion for items C1 through 15, please?
Move to approve items C 1 through 15 as stated.
Second?
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Ms. Brown?
Yes.
Ms. De Lissandro?
Yes.
Mr. Cohen?
Yes.
Mr. Sim?
Yes.
And President Langley?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thanks. Can I have a motion for item C16, please?
Move to approve item C16 as stated.
Second.
Any discussion?
If I could, sir, this resolution is the culmination of over a year of work on policy that I have to commend the board. This is the largest undertaking that a
Wait,
board.
this is not the policy one yet.
Yeah.
I had to separate.
Oh,
it.
D, oh, you broke it out, carry
You
on.
have to save it. You have to save it. This is, yeah,
We
we'll come
had
back
to
to
break, yep.
Sorry.
it. Notice, roll call, please.
And just to clarify, seconded was Mr. Sim?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Ms. Brown?
Yes.
Ms. De Lissandro?
Yes.
Mr. Cohen?
Abstain.
Mr. Sim?
Yes.
And President Langley?
Yes.
Motion carries on C16.
Thank
Just question and clarification. Mr. Cohen, why you abstain this motion?
I'm abstaining because my wife serves on council.
Uh,
And even though it's not directly related, I choose just to err on the side of overly cautious so that there's no influence or perception of any influence when selecting members to serve on committees.
I mean, I don't think necessary, but I mean, that's up to you, so.
Yeah, I understand it's not necessary, but I choose to ensure that there's no potential.
Okay,
But I appreciate the feedback.
sure.
All right. Can I get a motion for items C17 and 18, please?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Nope. Roll call, please.
Ms. Brown?
Yes.
Ms. De Lissandro?
Yes.
Mr. Cohen?
Yes.
Mr. Sim?
Yes.
And President Langley?
Yes.
Motion carries on C17 and C18.
Thanks. Can I get a motion for item D1, please?
Move to approve item D1 as stated.
Any discussion?
If I could, sir.
Yes, now you can.
This resolution is the culmination of over a year of work and the largest undertaking a board can actually undertake. So congratulations to the board on getting the policy manual to second reading and adoption tonight.
Thank you to Mr. Langley and yourself for going through all of those policies. You both were on all the committee meetings and had to do most of the work, so thank you for that.
No problem. Well, and the good news is that it's fluid, right? So we can.
You can change whatever you want.
Now, the bulk of the work's been done, but if we see things, it's
Yes.
relatively easy.
And we already have a policy alert from Strauss Esme. So this is what's nice about having a robust policy shop. There will almost always be policy on the agenda as suggested by our policy shop. So
Right.
we already have it. I don't know if they're going to include it. Well, they can't. We'd have to now pass that policy as necessary. So, and there's about 5 or 6 of them that we need to review.
Oh, okay, all right. You were
And
gonna
I was just going to say, an example of it with the policy was item C17. The reason why this was added was part of one of our new policies that we introduced, to be proactive, was to set those professional service maximums when we do. So when we do the budget, we'll set these when we do the budget for 26, 27, and then anytime we are exceeding it, we'll bring it to the board to exceed those budget amounts.
Okay,
Just
yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah.
Great. Roll call, please.
Ms. Brown?
Yes.
Ms. DeLisandro,
Yes.
Mr. Cohen,
Yes.
Mr. Sim,
Yes.
and President Langley.
Yes,
Motion carries on D1.
thank you. Does anybody have any new or old business to bring up? I think we have an item.
If I can bring an item for new business, sir. I alerted the board to this earlier today and about how we really do need to set the calendar for next year, but also make changes to this year's calendar. There's really two pressing issues with this year's calendar. The first is June 2nd, where we have to amend the calendar because of the elections being held in the schools. And then we'll probably even do another amendment to the calendar based on how many snow days we take or don't take, or I should call them emergency days, we take or don't take, based on that. So nothing has to be decided tonight. I'm only providing you with a revised draft, if you will, so that we can go ahead and draft it. But I just want folks to know that we are going to need to take June 2nd off. So that will be one revision, which may advance the last day of school by one day. Thankfully, that's still within the margin for emergency days, so it's not such a surprise. But it may push us in, if we have to use another school day for an emergency and then one more, it might push us into that following week. So unfortunately, we might see ourselves here for a day or two at the end of the year, which is really not the way I like to construct a calendar, but you can't help the snow. If I can hold it up, I would. Those are some of the changes. We also have a discussion about alignment with Riverdale to move one of the snow days to the 22nd. I think what we'll do is we'll stand by on that, and May 22nd, that is. We'll stand by on that until we figure out whether or not we're going to use these emergency days. And normally at the April meeting is when we finally cut the last calendar for those final days, because by then it's fairly safe to assume that we're not going to be snowed out. But we can discuss that robustly between now and April. Not more pressing. Riverdale has an approved calendar. I provided it for you in the packet. It's on the last page. So that's influencing how we look at the calendar for next year in an effort to build some, I'll say, continuity between the two districts. There are some options for next year. We are just going to take June 1st off because there is a primary election next year, so that we know that there's going to be voting in the schools. There is a kind of a well-defined break. I think everyone enjoyed the long break this year. It's one day shorter next year, but that's I could take a day shorter. It's when Christmas is on this Saturday. You get the super short break, but you can see here that how that will pan out next year. There are some differences in Easter and the spring break that's being proposed. But we can go ahead and decide to change that. Riverdale is taking the Easter Monday and Good Friday, and then having the break, the spring break, if you will, in the middle of April. But that's totally up to the board on how we want to conduct that, if we want to align or not. We had a discussion about not aligning.
Two questions, just while reviewing it. So, Riverdale, if I'm reading their calendar right, their spring break is from the 12th to the 16th, right?
Correct.
2 full weeks later, right?
That's published and approved.
Yes.
All right. And then ours is April 6th through the 10th?
No, same.
12th
12th
to
to
the 16th
16th.
right
We're
now.
This
Yeah.
is next year,
There's 2
Next year.
26, 27.
Turn the page.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry. So it says 25, 26.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
this
we're
current
two
year, so
different-
we're moving into the next year.
So this current year, though.
Liz, is your mic on?
Correct.
This one, actually. Yeah.
This current year right now, April 2026, our spring break is from the 6th through the 10th?
The third,
Yes.
really.
Correct. The
The
third.
third,
third to the-
Good Friday.
Sorry, the 3rd to the 10th.
Yes.
And Riverdale's is
Same.
the same as this year?
Yes.
Okay, so that, I was just reading them incorrectly. Okay, sorry. Got it.
No worries. No
So
worries.
did they already approve their 26,
Okay.
27?
I believe they have.
Wow,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, I have it, I see it.
I think they did it. Yeah, we usually have it done in January too, but that's okay. We can wait till February for this.
All right.
Because there is some discussion. I engaged the Teachers Association leadership in a discussion today, as well as a few other folks about the potential of asking for a dispensation. I haven't found it in their contract, but apparently it's there somewhere. I was frantically looking for it, whether or not we can start on August 31st. to bring them back, not the students. That would buy us some time later in the year, of one day, right? So when you make this, it needs to be 180 student days, and that calculus gets difficult because you make one small adjustment earlier in the year, and it has big effects on the back end. So there's also options that what we can do or can't do in April. So there's a number of switches that we can throw here to try to get us out as early as possible in June. But also, at some point, that becomes kind of a fool's errand. If you're trying to shave off too many days, you end up with no breaks at all, and that's not good either. So we're trying to strike that balance, and I'll continue engaging folks in discussions about.
And by moving the spring break later, we are losing a day by doing the Good Friday and Easter Monday, correct?
That's true. So if you toggle that particular part of the break, you technically can gain a day back, right? But it does make for a very early break. And it makes April and May kind of a long run until the end there. But there's nothing wrong with that either. I mean, a day is a day is a day, and from most
It's either
perspectives.
a long March or a long.
Easter's
Yeah.
in March next year.
Very,
in
very
20
early,
that's
yeah.
right.
Correct.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
February has 2 extra days versus the one for President's Day as well.
Yeah, so that's a change from this year, where this year we only have one day.
I think to the extent that it could be aligned with the high school, the regional district's calendar, the better though, is it?
This is the
Overall.
issue I was talking to Dr. Bernice about, is that we can make our best efforts always, but they have different rules than we do. They have to abide by, and so for those reasons, some of these days are difficult, and they're approving their things before us, which makes us have to fall in line, but we just have to make sure that we're doing what's best for the district according to the days and the times that we have off. Always aligning, especially the longer breaks are most ideal, but they do run on a different schedule as we do. As you were saying, the Fridays, they have off, their snow day give backs are the Fridays in June, which we wouldn't do due to graduation. They can't move it, we can.
Right, so having worked in high schools for a while, I happen to know you can move graduation, right? Once you announce graduation, that's it, because then there's all kinds of dominoes that fall after that. We are not under that constraint, right? We don't have a graduation technically. We have ceremonies that move them up, but we're not graduating anyone anywhere. We're simply moving them to the next district.
Right.
Whereas high school graduation, there's
It's like an
state
official-
rules about that. There's state laws that solidify what you can and can't do before and after graduation.
So the efforts to align, though, are really, it seems like their calendar is always coming out first. So it's us that's always
We certainly-
conforming to their
We certainly could
schedule.
speed it up, but just so you know, the 3 superintendents, we do meet, and this is always part of the discussion. So as we try, however, being a separate district, we also don't have to do what they're doing, right? But when you're the same community, you do try to build some kind of, I'll just say, I don't know, continuity or alignment, but however you want to frame it. But yeah, we don't have to do the Friday thing in June. That to me is, I'd much rather get the folks out of school for the summer earlier, because then it also has implications on ESY, where now we're looking at, even this year, we haven't announced the formal dates for ESY just yet, because there's a chance that we might not be done with school on the 22nd, and you can't start the extended school year until the actual school year is done.
Right.
So I had a conversation with Dr. Jaffe about how we just have to kind of hold off on announcing the beginning of ESY because we don't know when the school year is going to end.
Right. And in the past, we've done capital projects over the summer. It could have, there's all kinds of things.
Right, there's all kinds of implications on how we can clean both schools in a certain period of time when we're running programs in this school primarily, but then also we do rent out some space over the summer for camps in the other building. So it has implications on when the custodial staff can clean. The sooner we're done with the ESY here, the better, so that they have more time to clean up and turn the building back over to the teachers who want to get in here and set up their classrooms.
Right.
So all of the, again, domino effects, right? We make these decisions and hopefully it doesn't snow that much, and then we are able to.
I don't think it's going to ever be perfect, but I think
Right.
the longer breaks, we should try our best to align, because that's when families are taking
They
vacations.
take vacations, of course.
One-off days, again, we'll do what we can do, but I think if we can align on the longer days, as I read this and we discuss it again, that's what I would be.
As it looked like it's been done, yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
Absolutely. That makes perfect sense. All right, so more discussion to follow, and if you have thoughts, you're welcome to reach out, and we'll try to, I'll try to solidify this in the next 2 weeks, so we have you have a couple of days to look at it before and then you can tell me you don't want to take action on it in 2 weeks, and we can always kind of put it off until February, discuss it more robustly, once we have a kind of I'll call it a final draft. Once we get a final draft, we can talk about it in January, and then we can always move on it in February. That's the bulk of the discussion.
Okay. Anything else for new or old business? All right, seeing as how there are no comments.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
The applicants for.
Oh, yes, I forgot to mention it. Yes, we did get one applicant. We are also going to post it. Has it been posted?
Well, the board decided that they just needed a resume and a cover letter, so
Yep.
we're not going to use Apple Track for this,
Oh,
because that
okay.
would just be clumsy.
Okay.
I think that as long as they submit the cover letter and resume to either yourself, Mr. Langley, or the school business administrator, or both is better.
Okay.
I think that. Well, now that there's an official vacancy, I'll go
post it
ahead.
on our website?
Yeah, I will. Now that there's an official vacancy, we won't put it in the employment section, because
Right.
then they'll have
Yeah.
to log in, but we'll just post it on the front page
I think
and
on
on
the
the
front
board
page.
page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by which, by what date? Because then we would like to have the candidates come for the next meeting.
Yeah, I mean, my inclination is to
Fill it
schedule
as soon
this
as-
person for the January
Within
meeting.
30 days, I think we have to.
You know, well,
We
to-
have 60 days.
60
from
days
today.
to fill it,
Okay.
yeah, but I don't know. Would we want to wait until February?
I think I'd like to wait only because I don't want it, maybe I'm overthinking it, but I don't want to make anyone feel like, okay, we've interviewed you and now we're just gonna wait for somebody else. Like, I would just like to be able
Well, it
to
would
do,
be at the
I'd like
board
to be able to do
meeting, right?
two things.
It would be at the board
Give
meeting.
enough time for post it, give enough time for people to apply, and then pick a date in February to, pick a date at the end of
But
January.
it's the
to
board, it's
interview.
at the board meeting, the interview is at the board meetings.
Yeah. I just want to
So you
give
wanna
enough
wait till
time.
the February one?
I just want to give enough time to post it. If nobody takes it, then then you have that meeting, but I don't want to,
Well, here's what
Because
we're
our
up
next
against.
meeting's
Yeah.
January
And the-
28th,
Yeah,
right?
and then
Or
when's the
Correct.
February one?
it's the
21st?
fourth, the fourth Wednesday. of the month.
Unless you
Yeah, it's
want
at
to.
the end of February, so we'd be waiting, so we wouldn't actually fill it until March in that case.
Well, we can't wait
No,
till.
we can't wait that
March.
long.
No,
You gotta
we'd be
wait,
outside of
yeah.
the-
You have 60
It's got to
days.
be filled pretty much by the end of February.
Yeah.
So couldn't we, so wait, our next board meeting is the 28th, and what's the first February one?
We have one February one.
You don't think
And
3
it's late.
weeks though is enough?
Yeah, okay, so when is it going to get posted?
I'll do
Today?
it
We could do it
morning.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, so that gives me how many days? How many?
One,
Today's-
two,
Hold on.
exactly,
1, 2,
oh, exactly
that's
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
And we could ask for it, if you want, submitted a week prior to the meeting for you guys to
What's
review.
what's the February date?
February
it's on
25th,
Hold on.
or it's the 4th? week?
February 25th.
The
Fourth-
25th.
It's always the fourth
25th, that's
Wednesday.
the last.
Yeah, I
Pushing
think,
it too close.
I think if we get it posted tomorrow, that gives people two full weeks plus another, we can even make the cutoff the day before the meeting if you want. There's no reason,
Yeah, we're not really.
but we just have to
prepping
confirm that they're
questions.
available on the 28th.
Yeah, but so then on the 28th, I guess, then that's when we'll meet with her.
Yeah, and anybody
candidate.
else that submits between
Yeah,
now
Anybody
and
and
else.
anyone
yeah.
else, yep.
How does that work? Do the interview happen during the board meeting?
It
Yes.
does.
Is it open, just like?
It
Yes.
is.
It can be, it's up to the board. They can do this publicly, or they can do this in
It
exec
should be
session.
done publicly.
Well, I had to do it publicly.
I had to do it publicly.
So I want
Well,
to
apparently-
grill everybody else should
That
have
is
to do
best.
it.
Yeah, my old district, when they went through the process, they had it in public, and then the other applicants, while you were asking questions, they were going to
Yes.
a remote
Oh, you're-
location,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
we were bringing them in.
And last time, if I remember correctly, there were some pre-planned questions and the board members took turns asking them.
Asking them.
So we could try to
We
dig that up.
we have those questions. We can go ahead and tailor them to what the board would like to ask.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what the value of having. They can just tune into YouTube while
Well,
we're
that's
sitting
true.
there. So we'll have to.
Oh, my
We'll
gosh.
have to,
yeah.
we'll have to think about
We'll
that.
have someone-
confiscate
we'll have
their
someone
phone,
meet with
yeah.
them.
What was the game
sleep.
show with the headphones? and
Oh
the-
yeah, that thing.
Okay, so.
Cone of silence. Take their phones.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think that's why, didn't we do a hybrid, right? We asked the questions not in public. You did your presentation in public, but
No.
did we ask the questions in public too? Okay, sorry, I don't remember. I mean, I
remember.
I remember it very
I
well.
remember vividly. All right, so if everybody is all right with that, I think if we give everybody, I mean, up until, you know, pretty much up until the next meeting,
Yeah.
right? I
Yes.
mean, that's plenty of
it.
time, that's 2 weeks. I mean, they don't have to do anything except send a email, basically, cover letter and a resume. And so whoever we have at that point, we'll just bring to the meeting on the
Yeah.
28th. in
I
between
think
now
we
and
can
then.
respond to any candidates that apply to come to the.
Yeah, I did write back to the current candidate just to let her know that we received it and to keep I told her to keep the next couple meeting dates free just in case.
Residents of River Edge, come join us for lots of fun.
Moderate amounts of fun. Yeah. Okay, good. So that sounds good. All right. Since there are no comments, do I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, good. Aye. We'll be back on the 28th.
6:45 moving ahead, by the way? Are we starting off with closed session again?
It's
Or 6:30?
it would depend if we need it.